The energy alignment method, also known as EAM, is a simple 5-step tool for releasing resistant energy and getting in flow. So you can use this for releasing resistant thoughts, beliefs, feelings, patterns of behaviour that don't work for you, that don't feel so good for you. And you put something else in its place, something that feels much more empowering and much better. So the first thing that you need to know with EAM is how to do the sway. So it's a tool from kinesiology where you use the body's own natural pull to answer yes or no questions. So I'd like you to do this with me. So stand with your feet hip distance apart, knees slightly bent, give your hips a wiggle. And I would like you to say out loud, this might seem a little bit strange, but say out loud, "My name is," and then insert your name. And just feel if there's a pull in your body. So, my name is Hazel. I get a pull forwards. You might get something different. So try it again. My name is, and just feel for a pull in your body. Now don't worry if you don't feel much. This can take practice. So let's try a name that isn't yours. So my name is Heather. Feel where that pull is. So try again. My name is, and insert a name that isn't yours. So I go backwards for a name that isn't mine. So the idea is that the body has its own wisdom and it will answer yes or no questions for you. So you can do this with any questions with a yes or no answer. So you can practice this with any yes or no questions. So where you live, your date of birth, favourite colour, and so any truths and any untruths, just until you can actually feel that tugging. Okay, so now you've got your sway. You need to put that into the 5-step process, the energy alignment method process. So I'm going to talk you through the 5 steps, and again, do it along with me. So step 1, you ask a question of the sway. So think of something that maybe isn't too deep and heavy, but something that's maybe given you a negative emotion in the last few days, say. So an example that I'll use is, I had a relative come to stay and I felt sad when they went home. So I asked my body, I asked the sway, do I feel sad that my relative went home? It pulled forward to yes. I'm going to just turn sideways. Do I feel sad that my relative went home? Yeah, I feel sad. So step 1 is asking the question. Step 2 is the sway responds. Step 3 is you need to know how much there is of this thing. There's several ways that you can do this, but I'm going to do it using numbers today. So how sad do I feel that this relative went home? Is it more than 100 feelings of sadness? Yes. So you see it pulled forwards. Is it more than 200 feelings of sadness? No. So then you narrow it down. So is it more than 150? Yep. More than 160? No. More than 155? Yep. More than 156? No. So it's 155 feelings of sadness. So that's step 3. Now step 4 is where we release the resistant feelings, the feelings of sadness. So we use a particular phrase, but you add in the bit that is relevant to the topic you're looking at. So I'm going to do it with this example. So I'll do it facing you. I'm ready to release these feelings of sadness. I release them from my energy in all forms, on all levels, at all points in time. Now you do this 3 times. So just so you get the flow of it, do it with me. I'm ready to release these feelings of sadness at my relative leaving. I release them from my energy in all forms, on all levels, at all points in time. And one more time. I'm ready to release these feelings of sadness at my relative leaving and going home. I release them from my energy in all forms, on all levels, at all points in time. So that's step 4, you release the resistant feeling. Do it 3 times and then just check in with the sway. See, do I still feel feelings of sadness that my relative has gone home? No, it's gone. So now we need to do step 5. So step 5 is where we put something else in. So it's like pulling a weed out in the garden. You don't want to leave an empty hole. You want to put the seed for a flower in, or a great big blooming flower even. So what do I want for my step 5? I would like to feel really grateful and happy that I got to spend this time with my relative. So it's a similar phrase. And do it with me, I'm ready to allow myself to feel really happy and grateful that I got to spend this time with my relative. I allow this into my energy in all forms, on all levels, at all points in time. 2 more times. I'm ready to allow myself to feel really happy and grateful that I spent this time with my relative. I allow this into my energy in all forms, on all levels, at all points in time. I'm ready to allow myself to feel really happy and grateful that I got to spend this time with my relative. Allow this into my energy in all forms, on all levels, at all points in time. And the final bit is you just check in to see if you need to say step 5 any more times. Step 5 is a really important bit. That's where the magic happens. That's where you've lifted your energy up so far by clearing the resistant energy, but then you take it higher with the step 5. So you do it as many times as you need for it to be true in your energy. So just ask the sway, is this true in my energy? Yeah. So if it says yes, don't need to do it any more times. If it says no, you just ask, how many more times do I need to do it? More than 1, more than 3, get a number, and then repeat the step 5. And that's the energy alignment method. So now go and try it for yourself.